Hey, good afternoon, everybody out there in TV land. Welcome to Norm. I gotta remember the name. Norm Community Corner, formerly known as Norm, Lori, and Fred's. And you can see it. So, and the sad part is, I'm changing the name and a whole new beginning.
It's a whole new beginning. I think it's a good thing.
And, you know, the Spirit has
good for you.
a reason for everything. You know.
Absolutely.
And Lori's going to be venturing into a new journey, and we wish her well, of
Thank
course.
you.
And even if I do cry, you know, but she had brought me up. You know, she helped me to be where I am today. And believe me, if I'm doing something wrong, she lets me know too. So I probably will be hearing that in my brain. You know that.
Hopefully.
Right? I don't have a big brain. They like to clutter it. But what I'd like to do is thank all the people that I have put on Facebook about my granddaughter. I have to let you know she's doing better. We don't know what really happened, but she's in a room now. Her heart was racing and all this other stuff. So I'm keeping in touch. So I may have to leave. You know, if I get a call, that comes first. You know?
Yep, absolutely. Family always comes first.
And then I just found out that my brother-in-law had passed before we opened up. And the sad part was, I had offered that olive branch out to him before. They never accepted it, so that's okay. And then I told him that, you know what, don't contact me anymore. You build up my dreams. She knows when I went through all the excitement. I went through, oh yeah, I'm hearing from this one, I'm hearing from that one. I hadn't heard from him yet. And all of a sudden, I don't hear from him anymore. You know, I just do not have that pain anymore. I know it may sound cold, but I asked him not to communicate. You know, and I thought about it first before I did. I didn't want to know. So I didn't even get stoned to think about it either.
Well, that's good. That's good, though. You know, because you can't toy with people's emotions like that. You know, I mean, that may not have been their intent. You know, they might not have meant you any ill will at all. They just, you know, but still, you can't.
Don't build up something that's not going to happen.
Whatever.
Right.
You know,
especially when you've been drinking. You know, I don't know if you can, but I know you can. If you're reading a text, you know the person's been drinking, just the way they're wording it and all that. You know. I'm sure you know that too, you know. So I'd like to have you introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Charlie Riverman Bergeron.
I'm Paula Clark.
And what do you do? Yeah, pull it.
Wants it right.
No, this is it. No, you got to turn it around.
No, he's
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, that's me, fool. I can see it. So and what do you do?
I actually work full-time in a medical establishment, but I also do massage therapy. I teach Tai Chi on the side, which is
You lay on the side when you're teaching Tai Chi? You said you do it on the side. Is that what? You lay on the side? Is that how you do it?
No. Hopefully we avoid that, right, Charlie?
We try to stay off the mats.
And I do that massage therapy, Reiki, and the Tai Chi, which is very.
I have a very good friend of mine who lives up in Maine as well, way up the Maine. Okay?
Maine.
And he does the Tai Chi. He does it with the swords and the.
Yeah, I do too.
That, do you? Okay.
I do.
And I watched him perform one. He doesn't believe. He also teaches karate as well.
Yeah.
He refuses to do tournament.
Yeah, tournaments are useful for certain things, but it's not real life application.
That's
A little bit of, depends on how the tournament's run and who's doing it. It can give you a little bit of a flavor of actually engaging somebody in a fight, but somebody always calls up. On the street, nobody calls up.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the thing is,
So it's a lot different.
You may be tournament-wise, right? But are you street-wise?
Correct. And
Well,
streetwise
that's what she's
is more
saying,
important.
yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
Streetwise
yeah,
is more important.
Yeah.
Absolutely, all day long.
As long as they don't hurt my beautiful face, I don't care. It took me a lot of years to get this going. Actually, a lot of plastic surgeries.
Now.
Yeah, really?
Really?
Yeah. And this whole side of
wow.
my face had no skin on it.
Oh.
So when they tell me my butt looks like my face, I say, "You got it, honey." And
Oh,
it's,
my.
you know. But
I
it's
didn't
true.
know that.
You know. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When I was actually at Elliott Hospital, there was a Dr. Parker there. I was the first one that ever had that procedure done in New Hampshire.
Wow.
I mean, actually in the AMA books.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I know what that is.
I also will tell you, you know what? I believe the Spirit, because I guess I died several times, but the Spirit has a reason for all of us to be here, and who am I to question?
You had a job to do, dude.
I have a job to do, and I want to do it at least until I'm 100 years old. You know,
You got it.
and you know what? If you you can do it if you would. If you enjoy what you're doing, you know, folks. With a sad heart, this is Laura's last show with me, but she'll be on periodically as a guest. You know, we'll give her a call.
Yeah.
We'll switch the roles here. You'll be the co-host.
There you go.
Hey, there you go. You'll feel the difference.
That's
Do you
it.
have any immediate plans of what you're going to be doing?
Well, and I know you don't know this yet, so this will come as a shock to you, but Dr. Kevin had to go out of town. A friend of his is dying, and he asked me to do his show for him for April. So I will be doing that
Good.
one day in April, but
Yeah.
still. So that's the only, I have some events coming up. I have the Earth Day weekend, and I'm teaching some classes and stuff. But other than that, no, it's still wide open.
Well, you do what Spirit tells you to do.
Right. Well, I feel honored, that, he needed help and I could do it,
Well, I actually texted him and asked if he wanted to come in July to be a co-host with me as well. So
Yeah, I get, I'm going to guess it depends on how
his
things go.
Yeah. And Kevin and I, we're getting to know each other a lot better. I really respect you. I learned to respect him. We do have a lot of fun when together on the show.
Right.
It's never a dull moment.
No, not with those two.
No. And we always try to out-talk each other.
Oh,
But he can out-talk me.
It's really close. Let me
Is
tell
it?
you. As
Oh.
someone who's been with both of you at the same time, yeah, it's really close.
Oh. And then, I think the two people that out-talked me was
And Dick Smith
Dick
and
Smith.
Jared Powers.
yeah.
Yep,
What was his name?
Jared Powers.
Yeah, I should get a hold of him. Dick Smith is a specialist in how to reduce. He does not say it cures diabetes. He's never said that I'm aware of. Has he? That you're
Well,
aware
he
of?
says he can teach you to beat your
Yeah,
diabetes.
to beat it, but not cure it. And one of the he talks about having real butter, and a lot of the fat on your meat will help that too.
What was he saying? He eats eggs, bacon, and sausage every morning for breakfast.
your brain needs cholesterol, and that's the best way to get it.
To cure your diabetes?
I don't know. I would think to cure much of everything. I mean, you look back at the way, everybody's grandparents and great-grandparents ate. And they lived a long time.
And most of them healthy.
Yeah.
This is what I try to tell people. All these fads come and go,
Right.
but look through history how people ate when they were their healthiest,
This is a
and
good
you'll
Yeah, they
you'll
lived
see.
off the land. They had farm animals. This was the natural way to eat.
Right.
Every
They
morning,
ate
There
organic,
wasn't
they
a
ate
lot
fresh.
of processed foods.
Right.
Oh, wow.
There were none.
Sugars
Yeah.
added to the foods, and so this is where.
Not as much money in that, though. Funny.
Yeah, I know it's not
Right.
not profitable for corporations.
No,
Bruce and I try very hard to eat that way. We want to eat as natural and as least processed as we can.
There's a friend of mine that's going to start doing a lot of farm work. He's so excited, and he's going to do organic, meaning and
Nice.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's going to have cows. And he's going to do the
It's a
organic
lot of work.
fertilizing in
It's a
there.
lot of work.
Well, he's young. He's got the money. He's only 25. He inherited a lot of money. He says, but you know what? The money that I am going to do with, he says, I could frivolate it away. I was so blessed to hear him.
Yeah.
But he says, I have everything I want. I had
Smart.
it all. He wants to have a farm where
Good
he can
for
do
him.
everything organic. He's going to have his own milk house.
Nice.
He says, I'm not going to sell it because then you're running into federal laws and regulations. I can remember when my dad used to milk cows. Oh my God, I milked them too. And they had a cheesecloth they used to put over it, and you pour the milk from the pail into the container. And then my foster mother, bless your heart, Mom, would make milk with cheese and would make whipped cream. Nothing like fresh
No.
milk
Yeah.
Milk,
with
yeah.
cream,
With
and
cream
all
on the
that.
top,
Oh yeah, and you're right. We eat healthy.
But
And
it's sad
I-
that nobody knows how to do that stuff
No.
anymore. That's what disturbs me.
Yeah.
is
Well,
that,
Bruce and I made goat cream cheese out of goat milk.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really
Where'd you get the
good.
goat milk?
Well, you can get it, a lot of the stores now.
Really?
You can
Oh,
even
good.
get it. I don't think you can get organic, but you can get some at Market Basket,
Oh,
I
really?
think,
I'll have to
too.
look it up. Yeah. Because my middle sister who passed away years ago ate too many blueberries, and she got a very bad reaction to it.
wow.
Okay,
Yeah.
the only thing that saved her life was yeast and goat's milk.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Interesting.
So that is an odd thing.
When it goes to shoot, you know,
Was
the
she
natural.
was she allergic to them or?
Well, she ate like 3 big buckets full.
Well, I guess yeah.
'Cause
I
where
don't
we
know.
grew
I don't
up,
know
you know.
what they have in them that's
Yeah.
actually
Well, blueberries,
medicinal.
that's supposed to be anti-toxic. No matter what you do, you can, you know.
Anything you do in excess is bad for you.
And the doctor says give her goat milk. And the old-fashioned remedies are the best way.
They are.
You
They
know?
are.
And then my sister, look at her, fell onto the stove and went from here all the way down to her leg, a wooden stove.
Oh.
They went to the doctor, got treatments for it. And my foster went out and got some kind of leaves and put all over the burn. I don't know what the leaves were. You might know. You'd have to
No,
know.
I don't know, but yeah.
And put them all over her, and within 2 days, that whole burn was gone,
Really?
and there
Wow.
was no scars.
That's the natural remedies.
That's
Yeah.
natural. And the pharmaceutical companies are too afraid to let us know that. Okay, question, folks. In what year was the original West Side Story
Released. Released
released, and who were the 2 main stars
of the movie. Yeah.
of the movie?
Yep.
You can't answer because you're on the show.
I wouldn't remember anyway.
Whoever
Even if it was
calls in
yesterday.
first with the correct answer, because our buddy Paul out there, I'm sure he already has the answers for us. He's not replaceable. He's pretty.
He's pretty spectacular.
spectacular.
You got to treat him right.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
pretty
I even
awesome.
bow to him once in a while when he's not looking.
When he's not looking,
Yeah.
it really doesn't help if he's
Yeah.
not looking.
I have eyes in the back of my head.
Ah,
Oh.
he always sees you. Okay.
That was good.
I notice.
Oh, okay. But we are so grateful
The
for
voice
him
from
because,
beyond.
like,
That's it.
either 10 or 15 minutes early, you know, he the last of the show, I think he did it the last time you were here, too, that he has a video of Manchester. Did he do it while you were here?
No, he didn't.
Oh,
No.
we went to the whole time. But if we went out, it's great, you know, and people like it, you know. So once again, you can call us at whatever number is showing on there. I don't know.
640-3091.
Yeah, there you go. See? I know.
Right there.
Yeah, and what is exciting is that it is a whole new concept of our show. And Lori, I really want to tell you how much it means that you approve of this.
Oh, I do. I think it's great. I love the graphic. I love the name. I think the name is more fitting now.
Yeah. You know, because this is what I want. Not only spiritual people like, you know, yourself
Right.
and myself, but I want everybody to be included. Like I got this lady. Oh, next week I get this lady.
Yeah, it's
from,
my friend.
Yeah, your friend. Oh, you know, that's what you told me you know her.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how this lady, she's a natural.
She's a she does naturopathy.
Naturopathic, yeah.
And she but there's so much more to her than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You know, she's
Jody McDonald.
Yeah, she just
And she just wrote a book, and I said, of course
Yep.
you can come and push it, you know.
yeah.
It's
a pretty good
amazing
book
how
too. I
spirit
bought it.
can work, you know. I'm going to check with her and see if she's still, the other lady who I had on here before, I can't remember her name now, see if she doesn't come, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But it's exciting. I'm looking at a whole new,
Amy Majors is supposed to be here next week. Is that
Oh,
what you're
next
talking
week.
about?
no.
Oh, that's what you told me.
Yeah, okay.
That
Huh?
was supposed
That's
to
what
be.
you told me.
Oh, no, it's this Afro-American lady coming on to be co-host.
I thought she wasn't coming in.
Oh,
till
wasn't
May.
she on before?
Huh?
Was she on before?
She was a
once?
Yeah.
guest.
Yeah, she was a guest on before.
I remember
you know.
what she looks like. I
So
just
if
don't
she
know her name.
isn't, then I'll let you know. I'll let Amy know. Or somebody, I don't know. I have to look back at my records. My brains are pretty befuddled at times.
Well, you know, if you actually paid attention to that book where you wrote everything down, then maybe.
I can't read my
it's
own
great.
writing, so. And I haven't had these parts, so maybe that's the difference.
Maybe, I don't know.
You know. So, Mr. Riverman.
Riverman, yes,
Riverman.
I'm here.
Have you written a book, or what do you do? You're a student?
I actually haven't written the book yet. There is one. There's an autobiography in process, but I
Uh-oh.
do a lot of writing, a lot of poetry, and
You got one you can recite?
no, you think I can remember my poems?
Well, you're an author. You're supposed to.
No,
You
they come
need to
through.
get up on that mic.
No, they come through.
Oh,
They come
okay.
through, so
Okay.
we'll turn
Yeah,
them
bring
up a
that
little
up
bit.
close.
He needs to get right,
Right
up
on it.
that
Okay.
mic.
Right up on that.
There you go.
Oh,
Can you
all
give a
Right up
little-
on that mic.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right,
Yeah.
we'll get right up
I was
there.
going to say something nasty, but I can't. This is a family show.
Family show.
Family
That's
show.
right.
Well,
Okay.
and we'll keep it a family
Perfect,
show.
thank you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what happens is most of my writing comes through from spirit. And just recently, in the past couple of days, the flow is back. So when I get the flow of writing, then I try to write every day. So it's fun. It's an excursion into yourself, really, and you never know what's going to come up. So, yeah, so I do that. I take pictures. I'm an amateur photographer, but I like to play with them and then write words to them.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's fun. And then I'm a dowser and
Yeah, that's
work
what
with
you're-
energy.
Yeah. One of the things I'm getting a message on with your pictures,
Yeah.
that you need to take some and make a calendar with them.
Thank you. That's a
Okay.
great idea. I
And
love
you need
that.
to write a little story with it or a little poem.
Right. Well,
okay?
yeah.
And your spirit guide and my spirit guide are telling you, stop hesitating.
Mm,
Go for it. Do it. Don't. You procrastinate too much.
I do. There's been a lot of fear. A lot of fear of stepping out into who I truly am, and the time is now.
I got almost one chapter done.
Good for you. Fantastic.
See, my fear was with the movie, with writing and that once my book was done, then it means my journey's done, and I'm going to go into the other side, and I go,
Wayne.
no. Isn't it weird how
Yeah.
the negative energy will work at you, you know? One of the things I see with you, Paula, oh, baby, you're going to be going, do you have a passport?
No, but I've actually been thinking about getting
I
one.
would probably tell you get one of those real IDs or a passport, because I see you doing some work in Canada.
Oh, that's different.
So you'll need both.
Got a frog in my throat here.
Okay. I also will tell you need green tea with lemon.
Say that again.
You need some green tea with lemon.
Yeah, I need it right now.
Yeah. Or ginger.
I'll
green
take
tea.
one too. If
Yeah.
someone's bringing them.
Monsieur, we'll
Yeah,
take
really,
a couple of
Monsieur,
those,
yeah.
you know. But you're in a strong relationship, right?
Yes.
You're married, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Might as well call it that.
Yeah.
We've been there forever.
Yeah. You know, I look at that. You know, when people are happily married like that. You know,
Yes.
but I also will tell you, he doesn't understand a lot that you do,
No, he does not.
but he has a lot of respect for you.
He does. He
Okay.
does.
And he says that, but you also have a lot of what he does. You don't always, but he also knows that you respect him too. It's a two-way street.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the same with you. And I'll tell you, I have met a lot of couples. I'm going to brag about you again.
Again.
And
People
we
are
were coming
tired of
from
hearing
gauchos, right? Yeah, we were coming
Yeah,
from
gauchos.
gauchos. And you know, I looked at the two of them. If people would learn how to love like her and her husband do, it is an amazing love that they have. I'm sure it's not all peaches and cream, you know, and all that.
Of course not.
Might be whipped cream with chocolate, but you know.
It's a lot of chocolate. But
There you go.
That's right. Long
Every,
It's good.
you know, any relationship that is, you know, going together, you know, it's never going to be an easy street.
No.
You know, Scott and I've been together 21 years. But when I bitch at him, he turns over and goes back to sleep. Then it kills all my fun. You know what I mean? But there again, I've been very blessed to have someone like that. I've been married a lot of time. I finally had to accept this is who I am, and I want to thank you for that too. You know. But one of the things that both of you, who has children?
I have a daughter.
You have a daughter. How old is she?
Well, you had to ask me. She's
Oh, yeah.
in her late mid-30s. She's going to kill me if I say late.
Okay. She's a beautiful lady.
She's gorgeous.
Now, you have a grandchild with her?
2.
Two. You got another one coming.
She does not want to hear that.
She have a daughter and a son?
She has 2 girls.
Okay, so you
And
got a
they're-
son coming.
yeah.
And they are the pride of your life, aren't they?
They are. They're adorable.
Boy, can they wrap Grampy and Grammy right around her? Oh, goodness.
Somewhat.
Oh, well, that's what they're for. Right? My granddaughter
It
does,
is.
you know. And
No, she's like a grandma like me. We're fun, but we have rules.
Oh, yeah.
You got rules. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have rules.
And the grandkids love coming to my house, and I'm sure your
Mhm.
house, because we have rules, but we're still a lot of fun.
We are.
I never had rules. But we still, like you said, I can always hear her. She'd come over, Grandpa. I go, what, honey? And she said, Mommy knows I'm here. I go, oh, yeah? So I'd call and they go, oh, that's where she said she loved. And every day we had to go to a place called Riverman. And we had to take a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with us. And we had to take water. But on the way home, I better make sure I buy some ice cream for dessert. And you know what? I wouldn't change a minute of that. I'm sure you wouldn't either with your grandchildren. Like you, do you have grandchildren?
I do. Unfortunately, I've only met my grandchild when she was a baby. So my daughter and I haven't spoken in 30-odd years.
How sad. That's their loss.
It is. I just went through a process of, which I actually do on talk shows sometimes, is talk about situation, but self-forgiveness and how we can forgive ourselves. And even though those who hold things against us are not so willing to let go. And so that's what I pray for in her, is that she forgives her what's going on in her, and then maybe we can get together and do that. But that's I always hold her in love and light and bless her, and know that when the time is the time, Spirit guides us all. So when the time is right, we will.
And that's the way I feel with my sisters and brothers now. I mean, some of my nieces and nephews and some of them, like you just said, people think that because we're spirituals or spiritual people like you are, or like you are like Lori, that we have it all, this wonderful magnificent life, little bit. But you know what? You don't know our personal life.
Right.
Nor that they need to know it. I have a great life, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I enjoy my life.
Right, but my life's pretty spectacular, but everybody has challenges.
Yeah.
Everybody has struggles.
And every day you can allow yourself to wallow in self-pity.
Absolutely.
Or you can make the best of it. It's all up to you. We would never, that song, we would never promise a rose garden?
Yep.
Who sang that?
I think it is. I think so.
No.
Okay, here's another trivia as well. Who sang the song, I Never Promised You a Rose Garden?
Yeah, but you can't do two trivia questions.
Oh, I can't?
Just,
All right.
No.
All right, we don't
That's
get, all right,
just
that's
an
bad.
aside.
All right.
Lynn Anderson.
There
Thank
you go,
you.
Lynn Anderson. That's
That's
who it
what it
was.
is.
We already
Oh.
got our first prize winner. There you go.
funny.
But
I heard
anyway,
the other voice.
here's the question. In what year was a West Side Story made and popular? And whom were the two stars in it? There was a male. Oh, thank you. We get it. And we have the answer. You don't. If you know it, call him in. See, that's what. See it right there. Okay. Yeah. See. And she was a very well-known actress, and he was too. So, give us
She's
a
a
call.
well-known actress.
Actor, actress, whatever.
that
give us a
pronoun
call.
thing.
Just
We
ask
will
me.
need two
I don't recognize his
then we
name,
have
but
one,
I might her.
10-minute reading.
Right.
Okay.
Might his
The
face.
first person
For the
we call,
call.
get it right,
Yeah.
all three parts,
Yep.
gets a
Yeah.
free 10-minute reading.
And
So that's all you
we had actually I've had two people call in. One last week, a week before with another one.
Okay,
Yeah,
good,
so,
good.
So, folks, it's up to you. If you want a reading, give us a call. If you don't, okay. Life is like a bowl of cherries. Well, that's what I can't sing. My son tells me not to sing.
Oh, stop it.
He's at work. He's not
That's right.
listening.
Nobody's
Sing
in
No,
away.
actually, he's at the hospital.
No.
Yeah, so,
Same thing. He's still not listening.
Yeah.
You could sing if you want.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But when people, I don't know. A lot of times when we do readings, people need that. They know what's going to be actually happening, and I think they need that, like that confirmation.
I think that's true.
And I have one little lady. I started doing what I call spiritual It's like Reiki energy, but it's a different type of energy that I'm using, and no title, no spiritual energy healing. I had this little French lady, she's coming in and it's doing really wonders for her, and she's making meatloaf for me.
Ooh. No, you don't like meatloaf, huh?
Dude, you eat it graciously, right?
Well, it's an energy exchange, and that's
and that's the
what's
important part. 1 week I got 4 apple pies.
That would work for me.
And one of them was so, oh my God. And she's the one that made me sit down and take a big bite and eat
Oh.
with it too. And it wasn't quite done. It had walnuts in it. No, but you know what? The thought was there.
It's from the
and that's
heart.
all I care.
I'm
you know?
sure.
Yeah.
If our world is that we do is all wrapped around money, then we're in it for the wrong reason. I happen to know that you give a lot of your work away.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Okay.
We actually had this conversation on the way up here,
Yep.
talking about energy exchange for what we
Yeah.
do and being of service. So, yeah, it's a common dilemma amongst all of us who are spiritually working.
Do we want to make money? Of course, that's what
Yeah.
we're in business for. You know?
Well, and the
But there
other
are
side
times-
of that is the people expect us to do it for free because
Yeah.
they don't understand that this is how we make our living.
Yeah.
You know, so I say to people, "Do you do your job for free?" Well, no. Okay, then why do you expect me to do mine for free?
Because it looks easy. Looks like it
I had
just,
this
they
one-
only
looks
knew.
like it just
Right.
drops in out of
I had a
nowhere.
nurse say to me, "What? Oh, are you charged for the readings that you do?" I go, "Yeah." And she says, "But you do this?" I said, "You're a nurse?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "You charge for your, like you just said, for what you do?" She
Yeah.
goes, "Well, yeah." I said, "What's the difference?"
Right, they don't understand you're still using your body
Right.
to bring in the information, just like they're using their body to
Right.
complete tasks. And at the end of the day,
And
you
it can
have
be
to have
very
some energy at
energy
the end.
draining too. if
Right.
you-
Yes.
you know.
Oh, yeah.
And we have-
Absolutely.
most of us have training involved, years of practice, and and study, and there's a lot that goes into what we do, and people don't realize that.
Right.
You know.
And our sayings are, do what you want to do, but harm no one, and be honest at what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
If I have someone that I cannot read, I will send them to somebody else. Because I don't think it's fair for me to sit to you and say to you, "Oh, Mr. Riverman, let me see now. See, you've been married 8 times, you got 21 kids, and all that stuff, 'Cause when
That
you-
was another lifetime.
Right. But you know what I mean. I always tell people, don't try to do somebody that you can't do.
Right.
Because people are not dumb.
No.
Well, people, they know, And I don't like it when I went to a reader one day and she said, "Well, I'm doing this reading." I was like, she pulls out her book. And we talked about this before. And I'm looking, I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "Well, I'm looking up." I go,
No,
Have a good
she
day.
was here.
"Yeah, but I had another person after that. We had another person tell us she looks up the book. I'm not going to pay for somebody to have a reading. Are you?"
No.
And
But I went to one lady though, and she told me that it was her job to make me cry, and if she didn't make me cry, she hadn't done her job.
Wow.
And I'm like, that's a pretty sad benchmark to
Right.
have. Yet you feel you have to make your clients cry in order to prove to yourself you've done your job.
I
I
would
said-
say incorrect training.
I said, I can guarantee you, I'm not going to cry for you.
Yeah, right.
Especially now that you said that.
Yeah, you know what I
you should
mean?
never
I
say
just-
it,
Right.
Have I made people cry when I talk to their loved
Oh,
ones?
I think
and
we
stuff?
all have.
We all do, and that's part of what we do. But you also, I think my hardest part when I do readings on someone, they have a child that's not doing well, and you have to figure out how you're going to tell the parent that
Right.
there's a way to get better or whatever. You have to prepare. No one ever told me that spiritual readings were never going to be easy. I don't think they ever told you that either. Did
No, because they're not always. Sometimes, I mean, I had to tell a woman to leave her abusive husband.
Yeah.
Flat out tell her to leave her abusive husband, like immediately.
Yeah.
Or he was going to hurt her, and of course she didn't, and he hurt her really bad.
And one thing about it, we can sit down,
she
I can
did,
sit
though.
here and read you.
And she did.
And like I said, he's been married 8 times or whatever, whatever. But, I mean, we
Lucky
can
me.
either take
All of
what
your
we
lives.
tell you.
It was a past lifetime. You had them all at once
Not
because that
once,
was the
yeah.
norm.
You were
Henry
what they
VIII.
call it,
Wasn't I
Abraham?
Henry VIII?
That's
So, it could have been any.
Yeah, any
Many,
country,
many
yeah.
cultures.
Many times.
No.
But what I tell people is you can either take what we say It always, and any reader that tells you that they are 100% accurate, walk away
Yeah.
from them. Walk away. Only I am. And that's the biggest lie going, but that's okay. No, I'll tell people I'm never 100% accurate.
You can't
You
be.
know, I'm usually between 90 and 95%. I mean, if I was 100% accurate, then what challenge would it be? Like now they got this new show, California Readers, they're advertising 100% satisfaction. And then they got another one. Remember her aunt, what was her name? She used to do, she had big advertisement on, do readings on the, she's a big following. Celeste, no, not Celeste. I think you know who I mean.
Has she been on recently, you
No,
mean?
years ago she
Years
got caught
ago.
and got paid a big sign.
Oh, no, it wasn't Sylvia Brown. That's not the
No,
one
no,
you're talking
no.
about.
She was an 800 number and $1 a minute.
But it doesn't matter.
I
No, but
vaguely,
anyways.
I think I know what you're talking about.
But
I
with
just can't
any
bring it to
reader
mind.
that, you know, I always tell people when they advertise on TV, you don't have to advertise. If you're that good, like you don't advertise, right? I don't advertise. Do you?
No,
No. And you're pretty busy, right?
I'm busy.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like to get busy. We all would,
We all
but,
would.
But I mean,
Busy enough.
if you're good, the people, I think the best, you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on advertisement. You agree?
Agreed.
The word of mouth is the best advertisement. It can make
True.
you or it can break you. Mr. Charles, may I do a couple-minute reading on you without the cards,
Certainly.
okay?
I love it. I just want to add that there was several things in the last
Yeah.
time I was here. And what I love about readings is they don't always play out in the minute we
Oh,
talk,
yeah.
but they play out over time.
Yeah.
So, it's always fun to take the information and hold that as something, a possibility, and watch it.
Yeah.
You attract it, or
Yeah.
it attract you. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, always remember, we have free minds.
Yeah.
Free will. We don't have, nothing is ever in concrete.
yeah. And in the end, you can choose
Yeah,
either
you choose
way.
the path you want, One of the things that I'm looking at with you is I'm very concerned about something going on inside of your tum-tum,
Okay.
okay? I'm not just sure what it is, but there's some kind of infection, so be very careful what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
And you bend over a lot? I don't mean to be...
Well, I'm not going to go there, but no, not necessarily.
Be careful how you're bending.
Maybe
Okay.
outside during the water, things that you do, or placing
Like
crystals.
doing
Well, I
out-
could. I'll become more aware of it.
Right, like
Yeah.
outdoor shoveling or...
Well, this winter has been a lot of shoveling.
and I'm also
right?
seeing
So-
like maybe landscaping or whatever.
yeah.
Because when you get going, you get too quick. You want to get it done and you want to get it out of the
yeah.
way.
Well, that's my.
You have
energy,
that
yeah.
restless spirit about you,
Mhm.
okay? But I have to tell you to be very careful, especially in the stomach and kidney area, okay?
Okay.
I'm seeing some kind of strain there, or like some kind. I hope I'm wrong, okay? I also will see a small hernia erupting around the.
I kind of sense that. That's what I've been sensing. I have no clinical proof of that, but that if I was, I'm not a psychic, but that would be
Yes,
a
you are.
sensing. Well,
We all are.
I'm not going to claim that.
Yeah, okay. We're all spiritual readers.
We're all
Okay.
spiritual readers, but
Okay, but I also will tell you that you have your beloved. That sounds like she's dead.
no, she's alive and well, and
I don't think I've just ever heard of anybody.
I
I
just
tell
no,
you, I
I
call my son my beloved son all the time.
Yeah, no.
All the time.
But there's something like your
and I call
beloved
her
wife.
beloved because that's what our relationship
Yeah,
is
and that's
built
cool.
on. We,
She- nobody
we never
tries to
chose
see-
to get
yeah.
married.
That
We've
she
been
had
together
a-
30 years.
She has a gallbladder problem.
Hmm.
Okay, so don't be surprised. And it's I'm feeling the pain because I had it done. So as I'm talking to you right now,
All
I'm
right,
feeling
yeah.
the pain right now. I'm not going to tell you it's going to come overnight.
Mhm.
But what I am going to tell you that it'll feel like a heart attack.
Oh, okay.
Okay, believe me when I say, have you ever had a gallbladder problem?
No.
Okay, believe me, that's something that you don't want to do. Have you had it? You've had it. Worse than a heart attack, isn't
Feels
it?
like a heart attack, or it feels like you're just going to die and you
Yeah.
don't know why.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well, I'll
terrible.
be
It's
aware of
awful.
that.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Because I ran all the way from where I lived to Catholic Medical Center, and I'm really in pain. And actually, they had me in the ER, and they were very good. All of a sudden, I went into seizures. That's how greatly the pain was. and they thought it was nice. Actually, it must have died because I saw the most beautiful white, and I saw all these beautiful things. I didn't want to come back, and they said, no, your journey's not done yet. So I plopped back in, But they don't, nobody, and I can't understand that either, but I do see that with her too. She's a very compassionate lady.
She is.
Okay.
She is.
And the one thing she doesn't have, the one thing that I know, she trusts you explicitly.
She does. Yeah, we have our issues, but she does trust me.
You trust her?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, because she won't do anything that's wrong.
I know that's part
But the
of
one
our
thing I will
commitment
tell
to
you,
each other.
I will also tell you though, if you do something she doesn't like, revenge is sweet. Okay.
And not always swift.
No, she's one of these that takes her time until you forget it,
Yes,
Do
yeah.
you have a dog?
I do.
That dog's a pretty sharp dog.
That's Lily Bell. Lily Bell is quite a character. Yeah,
What kind is it?
she's a She's what we call a, if I can remember it, a German Pointer Lab mix.
So she's a medium-sized dog.
So her body size is that of a Labrador Retriever, but her head's the size of a pointer, and so she will point. She has the attributes of boy, but she's very.
Just to let you know, she saved her house from being broken into many times.
Oh yeah, she's keen, very keen.
She's very smart, and she has that. Her voice, her barking can change in many ways.
We've noticed that lately. She's got this this strange noise she's making. We don't know where it came from, but it's
from the buddy of hers that passed over.
Oh, okay.
Okay. One of the things I am also going to tell you, you two spend a lot of time together, you and your husband and you and your wife, but
Yes.
there's something there that be aware of. People like to gossip.
So what? Who
Yeah,
cares?
that's what I'm saying, Because, see, they don't know your personal business, and that's what they're upset about,
sure.
okay? You both are very quiet, and you're very conservative. You want them to know you're not bashful about telling them,
No.
okay?
Yeah, I'm very quiet, but yeah, I don't have trouble.
I mean, you don't
I don't
have
have any
time
trouble
to
speaking,
no. In other words, you don't have time gossiping when you're
No.
your neighbors. And then, see, don't your neighbors don't like that because you don't sit around in the pool, so to say, and gossip with everybody. And that's like where I live too. We say hi to each other, we do our thing, and we do. And that's like you get along with your neighbors, but you don't spend time gossiping with them.
Well, I don't gossip. Period.
No, but you know what
yeah.
I'm saying,
I talk to my neighbors all the time.
Yeah. We get to know them.
You have
we know
cookouts
who's-
with them?
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's a different. Wow, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Because most of the people about where I live, what did Joe do last night? Or what did that? And I made that mistake in one apartment building I lived in. I like it the way it is now. We do have cookouts. I do invite them, and stuff like that. I asked you, who was a hunter in your family?
Who was a hunter? My uncle. I had an uncle who was a hunter.
And he was a proud hunter.
Yes, yeah.
He brought home a lot of food.
I don't remember the food, but it's interesting with all the gun things going on now. He had an unfinished house, and all his guns were in the 2x4 walls. And as children, we were never allowed in his room, period. And you knew that, and you learned to respect. So yeah, and as dogs, when it was hunting season, you couldn't go near them. Anytime when it wasn't hunting season, you could play with the dogs all you want if they had babies, but until they were trained hunting dogs, you had to
He's
stay
very proud of himself, quote
Yep.
unquote. He enjoyed life. He enjoyed supporting the family,
did.
and he also, if he was alive, I'm just quoting what he says today.
Okay.
If he was alive today, they would never ever take his guns away.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think all this gun stuff is going overboard, but that's all I am going to talk about that.
Right. I didn't mean to bring it up, but
No.
only because
But
it's a hunter.
but he's the one
and
that
it strikes home for me
Yeah.
the respect I
Yeah.
learned at an early age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem with children, sadly, is they're not getting the correct teaching.
Correct.
And that's what I mourn for the children of today's generation. I really do, because we need to get together and everybody work together in peace and harmony, not hating each other.
Yeah.
But I think it's the kids that are calling for that. The kids are spearheading that now in this country. So I wouldn't mourn for them. I'd mourn for us.
Yeah.
We're the ones that screwed up.
Yeah, But everyone should have the right to do whatever they want to do as long as they're not
Right.
hurting other people.
Well, nobody's exposed to it anymore. I mean, I
No.
know when I was younger, everybody went out hunting. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody went out hunting in hunting season. You saw, rifles carried properly when they were brought in the house. They were treated with respect. Nobody flipped them around. Nobody put them on TV. It was just a tool, and that's it. And it was to feed you.
Right. And one time I went hunting. I was sitting in a tree, supposed to be waiting for the tree. And I also thought the most beautiful doe, and I couldn't do it. I just said no. And the people who were with me, they were upset with me. Why didn't you kill it? I said, because it's a mother deer. First of all, spirit would not have. I think knew I was spiritual as a child. I think you know it.
Oh, I definitely.
Don't
I've
you
always
think you
known
would?
it.
Yes.
'Cause I can
absolutely,
remember when
100%.
my father shot this dog, and I did the memorial service for it. And I read all that. I was like 8 or 9 years old,
That's sweet.
I think you always remember, that you're spiritual. That's like,
Mm-hmm.
And did I get off the written path? Yeah, but I need to do that to be where I am today. We're not all perfect. Well, that was hard for me to say that. You know that, right?
He did kind of stutter on.
Yeah, he had trouble getting that out. But
Yeah, I had to figure that one out. Why am I not perfect yet? But I don't know if I want to be.
No, perfect's just a made-up word.
Yeah.
It doesn't really mean anything.
No,
And it
because
doesn't
nobody
give you a word
is.
to improve.
Right, and it can change
Yeah.
in a moment by your own,
Yeah.
thought process. So
Oh, and I have to congratulate a very dear friend of mine, Amy Musset. She passed her law exam.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
That's not
and
easy.
She's opening up her own practice very shortly. This is a young lady that used to come to my office, and everybody said she could never be a lawyer.
Oh, wow.
And her own parents.
Wow.
that's tough.
Her stepmother, she won a scholarship to buy books with. Her stepmother decided that she was going to take the money back that she bought her a prom dress for. But she proved to everybody she could do it.
Yeah.
And I am so excited that she's a lawyer now and she's getting ready to start her own
hard work.
practice. Folks, it goes to show you, if people tell you you can't do it, you can do it.
You can.
I know
Remember,
it's hard
they're
work.
talking from their fears.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with you.
I know
What-
it's hard work because I have a paralegal degree too.
Yeah. So I'm
Not
studying
illegal,
that. Yeah.
not a lawyer.
No, I'm studying that just for the heck of it.
Hmm?
I'm studying that again. I'm studying not that people tell you, oh, you're too old or whatever.
No,
No.
You gotta
Never
keep, you
too
gotta
old
keep
to
that
learn
mind
something
going.
new.
No. I have a very dear friend who lived in California, just recently passed at 78 years old. She passed the bar exam and now practicing
That's
law.
awesome.
Age doesn't matter.
Thank you.
Age does not
No,
matter. If you
it's
want
all
to
a
be
state of
behind-
mind.
Yep. And age really doesn't matter at all. It's all up to how you want to do it. Many times I want to throw in the towel doing readings. I'm sure there are times when you just want to give up what you're doing. Then I don't like what the vision that I saw. If I throw in the towel.
Right.
Yesterday I went out to lunch again. I went to Ollie's and she was grateful for how I helped her, so she paid for lunch, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Wow.
And I go to all these different places. So, folks,
Nice.
believe me,
Oh,
I appreciate it
Ollie's.
too. You know what I mean? If you, if you do the right thing for other people do the right thing for you. You got to get your buttocks in to write that poem. And seriously, what I say is, and if you agree, get those pictures and make up that for the
No, that sounds like
calendar.
wonderful. I know I have a lot of friends that make up sort of cards, with poetry and stuff, sort of like reading cards, spiritual reading cards. But that was never in my thing. But a calendar with the pictures, because I loved to play with the photography.
Right,
So, and I've got some, great work. So,
Right. They said no
Yeah.
naked pictures. Whatever that means, I don't know.
well,
what that
naked
means.
trees and
There you go.
naked nature.
But and also, there you go.
Put some bark on, okay?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Put more mark on
I
it.
posted one
But also-
yesterday that was what everybody would look at was a dead oak tree, and when I communed with the tree, and I wrote the poem about it, and it was just profound when I read it after it came through.
Put it into October.
So yeah,
Seriously, put it in October.
it's amazing how nature speaks to us.
I'll have to check that
continually.
out.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, there's sometimes
It
they,
was, it's
especially
called
oak,
the
will
name
look
of the
dead, but
poem is
they're
Grandmother Oak, and it's in a space. I do river blessings, and I live on the York River, and this is my sort of sacred spot that I go to whenever I want to commune with the river. And this giant tree, it's probably 200 or 300 years old, but it's seen the history of the river. And and it's completely dead. But it's home to so much life. There's insects and woodpeckers, and things are eating whatever bacteria are on it, and it's still fulfilling life. So
But
it's
it's
amazing.
dead. It's dead,
Dead.
above the ground.
It above the ground, but it's
In the ground,
our
it's-
mind.
it's still passing
connected.
information
Yeah.
to the forest.
Yeah. You know, I wrote a book. I wrote a poem or a story, and I cannot find it for the life of me. Called the tree.
Okay.
Okay, the tree that sits in the middle of nowhere through the winter, through the summer, through the fall, and I knew that tree. You know, and I wish I could remember the words. Apparently, the spirit doesn't want me to. Someday I'll find it. But it made a lot of sense because I was using that tree as a person.
Mm.
We that tree,
Yeah,
we live
we
in the
personify
cold,
that,
to solidify. Yeah, I
Yeah.
used a big word.
You did.
You could have helped me now when you're not going to be around.
You're coming up with these words
See?
by
There you
yourself.
go.
You
Yeah,
didn't need
you
help.
know.
Right, you
But,
did that all on
You're
your
with
own.
two wordsmiths here, so you're all set.
You want to hear something really funny?
Yeah.
So Bruce and I went and did a past life regression class, and they said Bruce was a tree in a past life,
Wow.
which I think is pretty spectacular.
That's
I mean, we
amazing,
can be.
yeah.
We're all energy.
Yeah.
We could be
It is.
anything.
That
we
was
could
the
be dogs,
gist of-
we could be cats, we could be.
Yeah. That was the
Insects,
gist
it
of
could
the
be-
poem,
right.
is the forms that we take, we incarnate into, can be a variety of things that most people just would dismiss. But
Right, because
being
yeah.
spiritual and psychic, et cetera, you understand that it's energy.
Yeah. I just thought that was really
Mm,
cool.
that is
I
You
was
can
very
either sit
excited.
there or change places or whatever.
You want to change?
You should
wanna
change
be in the hot
places
seat?
Yeah,
for
change
for
places,
Paul's
okay.
sake.
Oh,
Yeah,
musical
okay,
chairs. Okay.
Oh, we
I'm
have a
in.
call.
No, I like
so
to-
while you
We're
guys
gonna
do
get a call
that,
coming in, yeah.
I'll let they can switch. Welcome to Norman Friends. You're on the air.
Hi there. How
Hey,
you
Mary.
doing?
Good.
How
How
are
are you?
Good, good. I think, I'm not sure, a West Side Story. It was in 57.
Nope.
I think Gene Kelly.
Nope.
I want to say, was it Gene Kelly?
No.
No.
No, okay. I thought it was him that was in. No, he was in the other one with the rain.
Right. You know.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Hey, I hear Lori's going to be on your show tomorrow.
No, I'm not. She has somebody
yeah.
else. Remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Glenn was telling us all about your guest for tomorrow. That's exciting. I'll come on another time.
Yeah, I was going to keep it a surprise, but yeah, he's coming on tomorrow. He's going to be playing what they call electric guitar,
Yeah.
and he has a keyboard. He would be coming on and singing.
Oh. Yeah, I got Joe McDonald coming on sometime next
yeah?
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Again?
Yeah. You know.
Okay.
I'm going to have him bring the keyboard. You know.
Okay.
But that's it, you know. And then I got a naturopath coming on next week. You know.
Right.
So that's going to be good. You know, so it's going to be exciting. So how are you doing, Mary?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you know. So no, we can't tell you on the air, but if you listen before we go off, we'll tell you the answer.
All righty.
Okay?
Yeah, the other one was Singing in the Rain with Gene Kelly.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go. Yeah. Hey, you just ruined my next week's question. And that was going to be my next week's question. You
Which
know,
one was that?
and Sing in the Rain, when you beat me to it. You gave the answer away already. You know, okay. You know. Hey, my granddaughter's in the hospital, so if you want to pray, say
Yeah,
prayers.
how's she doing?
Well, she's sleeping right now. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I got my phone here just in case, but I think she's going to be
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
With all the prayer
Well,
energies
give her my
here,
regards.
I
Hope
sure
she
will.
feels better.
I sure will. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mary, if you want to listen.
Oh, you're welcome. All right.
Yeah, bye-bye now.
Bye, Mary.
Yeah. Once
Bye-bye.
again, folks, what year,
What year did the original West Side Story movie come out, and who were the two lead actors?
actors, that's right. Yeah.
Actors.
Here we go.
There we
We're
go.
going to tell all. We're going to see all. Nothing gets
Oh
going to
my
be
goodness.
hidden. That's like Well, we had this one. Remember that guy we had come on, and he told me he
I can
didn't
smell
want
the
us to read
sulfur.
that paper. What was his name?
His-
Joyce Williams.
Yeah, I'm
Velvet
not,
cloth and a
I'm not giving
turban.
him any energy.
Yeah. Okay. Take out 5 cards.
Alrighty.
Yeah. What we know about you is really gonna come.
I
out
hope
now.
so. I hope so. That's
You
why
actually,
I love to be here because that's
one of the things in your life. You actually were a ballet dancer in a female ballet.
Oh,
dancer.
that would be a sight to behold.
Actually, you were.
That's
very
what I
pretty.
would like to see. Can you vision that? Can you make that?
No, I don't want that
appear?
division. No,
Oh, okay.
no. I don't want to have nightmares. You actually were. You've been here many, many times. Okay.
Yes, I have.
You actually had been a slave.
Okay.
Okay. You were actually in the Roman days.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
You actually rode one of those Ben-Hur carts there. You had
Okay.
that.
I don't remember what it was, but I know it was during the time of Pompeii.
Right.
I know that.
And you
I can see
also,
that.
Yeah.
you also had to. You were the one who cleaned up the poop from the horse and from the and put the dress the horse out with a special garment that they wore, and you were actually the garment maker or the.
Oh, that's
for the
interesting.
horses. Okay. You were also very beloved.
Hmm.
Okay. There was one person that was very jealous of you because we're going to do past life. I forgot to ask your permission on that. When we're going to be doing past
it's
life,
perfectly
more into
fine.
past life. And there was one person in your past life, and because you were such a beautiful, what do they call him, harness maker with all the ribbons, and all, that he was very, very jealous of you.
Mm.
And because he was a very good buddy with one of the people in the higher power, he tried to have you executed. Okay. However, it all backfired.
Oh, good.
Okay. However, you did actually cross over by the thunders of a wheel of a chariot.
Ooh.
Okay. It was instantaneous. So okay. And then your spirit, then you were not crossed over very long before you came back in again as a nunner. You've always been a common worker.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't see that you were a king or a queen.
Yeah, I don't feel
okay?
that necessarily.
You've always been, like I said, you were also a sharecropper that way back in,
Mm-hmm.
Your life and your journey has never been easy, but you've had many, many wives.
Lives or wives?
Wives.
Wives.
Okay.
Okay.
And you've actually had many.
I don't want any more. Thank you very much.
You've actually had many children.
That must be why I had so many. Doesn't interest me anymore. No.
Also, you were actually one of the Vikings that came into the North America.
Really? Okay. That
What's
sounds
his name?
interesting.
Reese
Yeah.
Erikson? Is that the right name? Who
That was the
Yeah.
probably most famous
Yeah,
one that we
yeah,
read about.
okay.
Yeah.
You were the page boy. In other words, you did all the grunt work, the cook work, and all that stuff. Okay, but you were also very highly respected as a person because you've always had that spiritual journey, no matter what life era you lived in, no matter what life you've done, and you've also been a person who's also been a very good animal rescuer, communicator. That's why you get along well. However, now you've got to start learning how to communicate with animals more than you do.
And you said this the last time. Yeah. So
I guess
it's
I'll
interesting. Yeah. Thank you.
Lady Bell says, "Why don't you understand me?" Okay.
Okay.
She's very protective of your beloved, isn't she?
My beloved is protected very well. Yes.
With that dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. She will actually, if you have a disagreement with your beloved, as you call it,
Right.
she will stand in between the two of you.
Yeah. And she now has a cat that is even more protective.
So you don't have any challenge. Huh? By the way, you do have a long longevity. Okay.
Good.
That's what you
I like to hear that.
Okay. Between 100 and
Because my
105.
autobiography will take all that time.
And I'm getting, if you don't do it within the next year, you're never going to do it.
Yeah, it's in process. Yeah.
You got a lot of. You own your own house where you live.
Well, I can't say I own it. It's my beloved's house. I lost everything in a divorce.
But
and
she
was
also.
bankrupt.
Well,
So
she calls it her.
we own
ours.
it. We share everything in
But
common.
you have the opportunity to sell it and move to another area if you want to.
Okay.
Okay, and only if you want to.
Mhm.
Okay, obviously I'm not going to tell you you're going to sell it. No. But I think it has to be up to her and you because she really loves that
Right.
house
She does, and
Okay.
yeah,
and she takes pride because it's her house. She When she had it before you met her?
Her life was not easy, and so she struggled.
She has a beautiful heart.
Yeah. She does, yeah.
If she wanted to do reading, she'd be excellent at it.
She wants to be completely third-dimensional.
And that's okay.
That's her choice. It's beautiful.
And that's
right.
okay.
And
Not everybody's meant to do it.
Exactly.
Your readings are more, your psychic ability, as we call her, is more in photography. Okay. Because you're seeing a lot of things that other people don't see. Okay. Like, what was that kid's name? Powers?
Jared.
He did some very good. In fact, I'm going to get a hold of him again. Do you have a brother?
Not in this lifetime.
Did he pass over? Were you an only child? No?
I was an only child, yeah.
Well, the brother that you had, you should have been a twin.
Oh, okay.
Okay. God help us all if you were two of you together.
I don't think the world was ready for that. So we separated at some point.
Yeah. But one thing I am telling you, that you are a miracle child.
Well, that's a beautiful way of putting it, because my story starts off with my memory of being a tumor. My mother was not supposed to have children.
Right.
And so she went into the doctors, and the doctor said, "You have a tumor." And so that became the family joke, that I was the tumor that she was going to carry in her arms.
She was quite surprised when she had
there was, but yeah.
But she was a good mom.
She tried her
That's what I
best.
mean.
She
She did
tried
the
her
best she
best.
could.
She had her own.
Yes,
She was a highly empathic, gifted, psychic woman, and she was the youngest of 11. And they shipped her from Ireland to America when she was 19 because they couldn't deal with her psychic abilities,
Right.
and so she had to shut down, and that kind of destroyed her. Which, for those of you who have psychic abilities and you keep trying to shut it down, it's really an unhealthy path.
Well,
and I
I
just
tell you
share
what,
that from my mother. Believe me, don't do
It is
it.
unhealthy, and
did
because
it
I
once.
couldn't accept it.
Right.
Yeah. I used to hide it behind alcohol.
Yeah, well, that's what she did.
And that's what I hid it behind alcohol. I did it, or the dark side. I went into Christianity, and I kept saying, "This isn't for me." And finally, when I decided to walk out one day and cry to the higher Malcolm 20 years ago, and say, "I can't do this anymore," I had to lose everything to gain everything. Okay. By the way, I see a laser surgery coming, so you won't have to wear glasses.
Oh, great.
Boy, then you're gonna like the man.
I was just looking at new glasses today, but
And you're going to be the man and the mom there.
Hey.
So to speak. But one thing I will tell you is your sense of humor on the outside doesn't always equal your sense of humor.
Do you think?
Inside.
Do you think? Yeah. There's a balance, and it swings both ways, as we all know.
Boy, can you feel sorry for yourself when you
I
want
certainly
to.
can. There's nobody
I
that
think
can.
we all can, don't you? I think but I don't have time to waste on it anymore. When my brother-in-law and all that poured me, I said, "What the hell am I doing?"
I think we're all getting that message right now that there's not enough time left for
Beat
us
the
to
drum
do that.
slowly, beat the drum slowly, beat the drum slowly, my friend. Beat the drum slowly. In other words, you were also in the Navajo. You were a white American brought up with Navajos.
Okay.
That's why you will feel a lot of the Indian energy that you have.
All right. Yeah.
This one, he was also born in an Indian in a past life. Okay. A lot of us had that Indian spiritual guidings. you know.
Right. Yeah.
You got a lot of decisions to make in the next 7 to 10 weeks. Okay, one of them, you've been through a lot of emotional problems within yourself, but you're also healing yourself. I think what you're doing with her is one of the best medical therapy you can get going. Okay, so don't give up on it. Okay, I also will
Very
tell you, in
meaningful.
your younger days, you were quite the player in your younger days, huh?
Yeah.
Sure, you don't have a child.
No.
Okay. You enjoyed your alcohol at one time?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Did you have a motorcycle?
Had a motorcycle.
I remember bits and pieces you told us about
Mhm.
it, but there was also a lot more that you didn't tell us. So we'll keep that a secret. Okay. How many times did you outrun the police with that motorcycle?
As many as I could. I never got caught.
But that actually, you died with that motorcycle.
I died.
You know that,
Yeah,
right?
I died.
And
It
that's when you
was
had that change of life.
alcohol and motorcycle together were my end run. Yeah.
Yeah. I wore a motorcycle one time and rode on one and never again. I had my shorts on. Let me tell you, I was the bomb until the motorcycle flipped, and then I had all those scratch marks.
Oh, yeah.
Never, you know. But I also will tell you, it made you grow up, didn't it?
It changed everything because I died and came back.
Sure
So I
did.
mean, there was no coming back to being who I was, but that took a lot of work and time.
Yeah.
So
But the one thing it did tell you, they weren't sure if they were going to send you back. I'm
there
real
was
serious.
a conversation.
There
was a
between you and
discussion.
Yeah, the spirits wasn't sure. They had to make the alternate. You're very unusual, in fact, when you cross them, because they really were not going to. Two of the spirits were not going to let you come back
Oh, that's
because they were going to make you.
that
go.
does not surprise me because I often think why many times would I have been
But
allowed.
now, what you're doing, you set a good example for other people. I actually see you meeting your granddaughter.
Oh, good. I like
really
that.
do.
Yeah.
And she's wondering about you. You may meet her on
I
Facebook.
feel it. Yeah, I
And
feel that.
a lot of the not knowing your daughter for like that many years, it's your daughter's fault. Yeah, you were not perfect. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But there's also a time when everybody needs to send out the olive branch.
Sometimes we have to make choices as a parent for our children that they're not going to like, and they'll hold against
By
us
the
for
way,
the rest
your
of their lives.
granddaughter's not that far from you.
I don't believe she is, and I don't believe my daughter is that far from talking to me either.
No. There's something about
And-
Augusta, Maine.
Oh, okay.
That's not too far from you.
No.
Right? I used to party up there.
Hmm.
My sister and brother-in-law are from Augusta. What he did, he bought all these old military camp
Mhm.
things, and they used to barracks. And he made them into apartments. Oh. Yeah. Hey, hello, Al. Hey, it's pretty quiet right now. You know. Oh yeah, yeah. How are you doing?
Okay, doing good. We the Celtics are in the Utah. I think we're gonna win.
Oh, no doubt. We got a pretty strong team that we're going with. You know.
Lost in the shootout last night. It was a great game, though.
Yeah, oh, I watched it. Yeah, the guy got lucky on that one. You know.
And one first goal. Did you think that was in or not?
I'm sorry.
First goal, they didn't know if it was in, but they called it a goal for the other team.
No, it was not in. You could see it wasn't in. You know, no. I think the referees were kind of siding with the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. And I got Lori here. This is Lori's last show with me.
Well, Laurie's gonna move on. Well, she did a great job. Yeah.
Thanks, Al. I'm gonna miss talking to you on the phone, but hopefully I'll see you more in town.
I'll probably see you around town.
Yeah, you know. And then I got two people. One is kind of a bullheaded, weirded person, and the other one has curly hair, weirded
Awesome.
person.
That's two other people lined up, huh?
Oh yeah, we got a lot. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna have a regular co-host for a while. I'm gonna have a lot of different ones, but then I've already made up my mind who I do want. Well, I'm still gonna get because I've already sent out the invitations to them, you know. But we changed the name of the show to North Community Corner.
I like that community corner. Okay, yeah.
How do you like that?
You're not gonna have an event this April, right?
No. I'm working to get it done more like in the fall because it's too late now. I'm gonna have a bigger and better one.
You're gonna go to a new location.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at a new. There's a place I'm looking at called Brookside Church. It's on the North Elm Street, and it's got a bigger place. And we'll be getting the invitation to you, of course. Yeah. And it's going to have a bigger place to go. You know?
Parking.
Well, anyway, Dawn, we'll get to the weather tonight. We're going to become mostly cloudy, 30s tonight. Tomorrow we're going to have some scattered rain showers. We'll be in the upper 40s to low 50s tomorrow. The warm front is still south. It should move through by Friday morning. Friday will be near 60. The morning rain showers, then we'll see some clearing late in the day or at night. Behind the cold front, it'll turn cooler, drier Friday night. Saturday's the nice day. Mixture of sun and clouds, low 50s. A few rain showers early Sunday morning with a cold front, then clearing, low 50s Sunday. And it turns cooler again, 40s early next week. So I don't want to say any winter weather next week. We'll have to watch any systems next week. It's going to turn chillier the early part of the week.
Yeah. Well, I do know that we're going to have two big storms in April.
What do you think? One more?
I'm looking at two. Mostly heavy rain. Yeah, mostly heavy rain.
Look at the rain. Okay.
You know, so we'll have to worry. So, but in the end, it's going to be okay. You know, we're not going to, you know, we need the water, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about drought this year.
Yeah, the snow that we got 2 weeks ago melted pretty quick.
Oh yeah. You know, pretty good. You know, but we still got a couple more. So, hang on to get your canoe out and your paddle out, so we can go canoeing and paddling.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to have a happy
You too.
early next week.
All righty. Give me a call, then we'll go out if everything works out Thursday. Yep. All righty. Well, all right. Yep.
Thanks, Al. Bye.
I know.
Have a good Easter.
You too.
Take care.
You too, Al. Bye.
You know who that is, right? Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Al,
Capri.
Brilliant.
Al Brilliant.
Oh, okay.
I was waiting for him to say it funny. Good evening.
No, you know, that's because he's autistic and hard of hearing. So
Yeah.
people don't realize that. And they misjudge him a lot. But he's really the nicest guy in the
I
world.
love that. I absolutely.
He and I have a lot of fun together.
He had a good energy.
Yeah, he really
And
does.
he's accurate.
Yeah.
Right. Because he does it old school.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, he really knows what his stuff. He's
He actually had his own show here on when he wasn't doing the show, when he wasn't doing the one on the TV station there. And and then he was a regular on my show for about 2 years.
well. I think if they had any sense, they'd bring him back to do a half-hour weather show every
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
You know. I also will tell you that your dad is telling me he's very happy where he's at.
Oh, good.
He's
Good,
also with
good.
your mother.
Oh, that's wonderful,
Okay.
yeah.
Your dad's having a beer.
I wouldn't doubt that at all.
Okay. He said, I worked hard and I deserve it.
That's exactly what he would say, exactly.
And your mother drinking either a cup of tea or coffee. I'm seeing there a few.
She used to
Have you
read tea
ever-
leaves, so a cup of tea would be suitable, yeah.
Yeah, okay. If they were probably the most mismatched couple, but yet they were the greatest couple.
I sense that. Yeah, when
They
I
learn
try
how
to
to be
look at them
Yeah.
from a normal
Yeah.
relationship point of view, I don't see it, but I don't remember
He
them
liked
really.
to pick her, he loved to get
fighting
her
and
going.
arguing,
He-
yeah.
no, but he loved to get her going.
Hmm.
He loved to pick on her just to get her Irish temper going or whatever. Okay, but he did love her very much. Okay, wow, this is funny. You actually were a Monsignor.
That would not surprise me either.
You were actually at the Vatican.
Well, the Vatican surprises me.
You did a lot of holy.
The Vatican surprises me, but
Yeah.
that
But you also respected being kind.
yeah.
Okay, you respect like the Pope we have now.
Hmm.
I think he's the greatest Pope going. You got to have a Pope.
He's
But he also you
more
two
down to
also
earth.
knew each other in your past life.
oh okay.
Okay, you and this young
Interesting.
lady over here knew each other as well.
I
I'm
don't
sure.
doubt that. Yeah,
She was mean to you then.
I wouldn't doubt that
Still
either.
mean to-
She's mean to me now.
Nothing changed.
You get in that dojo with her, and you
Yeah.
trust me, she'll make you stand in a corner for weeks after
Ooh.
weeks.
No, I
and
don't do that. I just make you listen to your feet.
Be very aware in the next 11 weeks
Yeah.
of some things that are not really in your favor.
Okay.
Okay, like this, I'm concerned about some kind of financial problem coming that you and your wife will have to check your checking account for or your bank account for.
Okay.
I'm very concerned about somebody overcharging you and your wife.
Oh, okay.
Remember you just said that.
Well,
when you put your card in.
I did. Well, when I parked, I put my card in. I just had a credit card compromised for about $2,000 for plane tickets. So one
Okay,
card,
so
you know,
that's
so
one of them, okay.
one of them. So that does not surprise me. Yeah.
So, and you're getting another bill for $10,000.
Oh, thank you. How about can you see them giving me $10,000?
They had no choice but
Yeah,
clear it
okay.
up.
All right.
Okay, because in other words, they're going to try to, say, you're going to have to prove that you didn't know it.
Mhm.
Because somebody is very good with your handwriting,
Oh, okay.
and your handwriting is very scratchy.
I can't read it anymore. Yeah.
You have a doctor's handwriting.
That would, yeah, but likely to me, I can't read what I write, so that's why I don't write anymore.
Me either. That's why I have my partner. I also, this is awesome. Spiritually, you are going to be so more involved and wrapped into spiritual being, and I actually see you doing a lot of solitaire spiritual growing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you're not going to be communicating with your wife, because that's important.
Yeah.
But I do see you do a lot more solitary, and I also look at you have a sweat lodge.
I've not yet been to a sweat lodge, so that is on my agenda
I
at
wanna
some
encourage-
point.
When I go, most sweat lodges, they wear clothes now. That's not the true meaning of what a sweat lodge is. A sweat lodge is where you go with nothing on.
Yeah.
Maybe a fig leaf or something like
Right.
that, but I would tell you, and people overstay, they forget what it's all about with a sweat lodge. A sweat lodge is a very cleansing time. Have you ever been to a sweat lodge?
No, it is on my bucket list.
Oh, you're another one, huh? My friend who passed away, he was on my show, he used to have sweat lodges. If you have high blood pressure, they don't recommend you going in there. But I would tell you, I would definitely tell you, it would help you immensely.
Right.
Okay. And I don't know what is in Mexico or New Mexico, but I do see you and your wife do some traveling.
Oh, okay.
Who's the homebody, you or her?
Well,
Or
we
both?
both are, but she more than I. I'm the one who goes out in the fields and the
She's
land.
quite happy just staying at home being
She
content
is.
that way.
She is.
Okay.
That's her domain.
One other thing I will tell you, that her mother loves you very much.
Oh, Gigi? Yeah.
You used to kid with her?
Yeah, Gigi was a character. She was. I have a cup that says "smile" or something, but it always reminds me of her. Yeah.
Okay. She's also saying you can be a.
She knows very well.
Okay. You used to have a lot of arguments, but not in a bad way. But she also told me to tell you that she's glad that you're taking very good care of her daughter.
Oh, that's great to hear.
She said hell would hit the bucket if you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And at first she did not
Oh,
like you.
I know her. I know who she is. So yeah.
You had to prove to her that you're worthy of her daughter.
Yeah.
Did your father-in-law also pass?
He passed long before. I never met him. So.
He put the one that put you two together.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice to hear.
A lot of people don't realize a lot of times that spirits are put together by other spirits to make sure we have, like when our children choose us to
Right,
be parents,
yeah.
Your heart's fine.
Okay.
Now don't go out tomorrow and have a heart attack and make me wrong. That one.
No.
The only thing I'm seeing is that it doesn't. Your heart rate is not what they would call a normal.
Okay.
Nobody
Person.
says anymore.
Yeah.
No. But it's going boom, 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 and lightning goes boom, boom. Especially when you're snoring.
Right. Well, I have a
You're
very
snoring quite
low,
loud.
very slow pulse. And,
Right.
Yeah.
And when you're snoring, you can wake your wife up very well. I would probably tell you to put an extra pillow under your head so that you know, because there's some kind of sinus problems in there. You're going to be financially okay. You're not going to be a multi-millionaire. I don't think you want to be a multi-millionaire.
I don't want to be. No.
However, I do believe you're going to meet your granddaughter, and you're going to meet your two great-grandchildren.
No. Okay.
Okay. And it's going to be either on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're going to be, and I actually will see that your ex-wife wants to make amends for all the harm that she's done to you.
That would be a miracle.
You believe in miracles?
I do believe in
Okay,
miracles.
you
Yeah.
believe in that, okay. Any questions?
No, it sounds exciting. It looks like
You got a great future, but it's all up to you.
I understand that. I understand that now more than I ever have. So that's a positive
Yeah.
note.
Whoa, okay, now we're going to swap. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Do you want to actually get
Oh,
up?
are you ready for the...
Sure.
Are you ready?
The old people thing?
The old people thing.
Yeah. Well, our trivia question is, in what year was the West Side Story movie, and who were the main actors in it?
And you're running out of time.
Yep. What's her name?
Oh my goodness.
23.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what like that,
Fast.
huh?
It
It
is.
does.
The person that I actually see you getting to legalize marriage.
That would make his mother happy. Very happy.
And it's not that far away. Okay. Yeah, his mother-in-law really likes you a lot. Has a lot of respect for you, you know.
Yes, she does.
Okay. But you also had to earn that respect.
She was pretty happy with me
Yeah.
all around from the beginning, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing that whoever is my guest on here has to straighten out my car.
Straighten out the Oh, good, because that's
She
like a.
spoils me that way, see?
Well,
I'm the same way. I have to.
I do. Yeah. I have no problem doing that. I'm like, it's,
Yeah. One thing I'm looking at, you're going to have to get a new studio because you're going to have to you're getting more clients.
well, that's good.
You have a small studio now?
It's a bedroom that we're not using, and it's big enough for what I do, but
No,
it
no,
could
you're
be a
gonna have
little
to-
bit bigger.
Do you have a cellar?
I do, but it's not a
And
nice.
you're going to have to rent a space with it. I'm actually looking at you teaching 15 to 20 people at a time. And I'm being told to tell you to go up on your rates.
Teaching
What
the
do you
Tai
call it?
Chi.
Tai Chi, okay. And your rates are pretty reasonable.
Well, yes, I actually I work at a dojo right now, and so it's it's whatever his rates are, but I think they're pretty
You need
good.
to do your own rates. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with upgrading it. Because you're only going to be paying, they're paying you for what you're worth. If
Yeah.
you're worth $2, they're going to give you, and if you're worth $100, obviously I wouldn't go that high.
Yeah.
Charlie says, "Oh no."
No, I think it's. I mean, I think it's pretty high.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty.
But you get shuffles for me. You also give a lot of your teaching away to others.
It depends on what type of teaching. Yeah.
Like a dojo and some other spiritual teaching, you give a lot. Especially when I'm looking at it, people really, and they can't really, you'll get like a discount or something like that because.
Yeah.
they
Sometimes
really-
I'm not real good with the high end money thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's one lady that's coming that she's like in her late 40s, early 50s that really wants to learn it, and she doesn't have money, so you're going to give her a gift of that. But she's going to, in return, she's a great, fabulous cook, so she can make it. You're going to help her walking.
Well, that's mainly what I do with that whole class. That's my focus. I don't, and I also add self-defense aspects in because if you're doing Tai Chi and you're just doing empty movement and you don't have a focus for it, it is a self-defense at its heart.
Yeah.
And when you have when you know what you're doing behind it, the postures make more sense.
This girl is actually, everybody has abused her. She's been raped many times by father, by brother, by everybody around us. So she's kind of like learning disability or handicap. But the one thing I want, and I feel very blessed about this, because you're going to teach her that she doesn't have to let them empower her, that she's going to empower her whole life. Isn't that what it's all about?
It is.
And she's going to be bragging about you like there is no tomorrow. She has like a stuttering when she talks.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
because
nobody like that yet.
no, you haven't met her yet.
Yeah.
But she's going to be through. The spirit is going to send her because she's good. I need, and stuff like that. She's like I said, between them, like 30s, early 40s, and this is what's going to be. Isn't that what it's all about?
It is.
How to make it people get the positive energy. Okay, take out like 5 cards. You had children?
I have one.
Well, and it's a girl, right?
Correct.
She followed your footsteps?
No, she actually works in computers.
Okay. And that's you have a granddaughter?
2.
Okay, you have one that's following in your footsteps. How old is she?
6.
She tries to do what you're doing.
A little bit. I don't see her as often as I want to.
Yeah. Well, she's busy in her own little world, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, she's gonna follow what you're doing.
She's
She's gonna have
definitely
the
out
gift
there.
Oh yeah, she's got a motor mouth.
Yeah, she does. Yep.
She will make a good lawyer.
She probably would.
Okay.
She probably would. She's very dramatic.
I can't say.
She's
that,
very
but
dramatic.
I'm getting a
She's
message
funny,
from
though.
someone who was pastor that said she has a motor mouth like her mother.
I
Like her
don't,
grandmother.
actually.
When you get talking, you can talk.
I guess I can,
Hmm.
but I'm not. Well, I mean, it
I don't mean it in a
depends.
bad way.
It depends
yes.
if I'm. It depends
But you
if I'm
also
teaching.
listen.
Yeah.
The main
When
thing
you
about you,
teach, yeah.
you listen, and a lot of times, I actually would look at you learning how to interpret dreams.
I actually do that a lot.
Okay, you're going to be doing it a lot more. Okay, you are going to become very well known around the area where you live. You're pretty well known now, but you don't have to advertise. There's a city politician that's going to start coming to you.
Interesting.
And he's one of the ones that would not allow you to if you wanted to, but now that he started coming to you as a person, you're going to see that he really wants to work with you and wants to learn. Now he's going to brag about what you do. I actually see you teaching at a high school level. Okay? I mean, you do a lot with the medical field, right?
I work in the medical field,
Yeah.
so,
You-
but I don't.
Well,
Other
that's
than the
what-
Reiki and the
Yeah.
stuff, I'm not interested in
Cause do you work out from home?
the Reiki and the
No, I mean
massage.
the medical?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's good. Because I
Doesn't
wouldn't want to
have
see you become introverted, which you can do very easily.
Oh, I am an introvert. I know it
Now
doesn't
you
seem
gotta,
like it.
now we
but
got to
just-
get
don't
yourself
make me
more
kick you.
exposed. You know, like I said, there's something about you teaching in like a night class at the school or the.
I have done. I have taught
Okay.
a lot of adult ed
Yeah,
classes.
okay, so you need to get back into it again.
I've
Okay.
taken a
You
hiatus.
need to get. I know you're busy all the time, right?
I am.
Okay. Ooh, be careful! I see somebody hitting you by mistake, and you might be knocking a tooth out.
Hitting me by mistake?
Yeah.
That would be a mistake.
Well, I think if you're teaching somebody something and they're going to be coming up, and they're going to feel bad. Probably, but that's all right, you know.
I will be sure to duck better.
Bring
Okay.
me in here.
So you can, get it out of there, you know, so it could be
I will.
preventable, okay? When people don't want to listen to you, you have a deep, commanding voice. Not a loud, shrilly one, but a
Do
deep,
I?
commanding voice.
I do, actually.
There's
Am
a
I
definite tone change.
Yeah.
There's a definite
Then you know
tone
she's
change.
unhappy, right? And one thing about you, too, if they don't want to learn, you're not afraid to tell them. Don't waste my time and don't waste your
No,
time.
then,
Yes.
but I think that's a good aspect.
And I have the same way. If you don't want to come in, and I think you do too. If someone doesn't want to,
They're not going to put in their part then.
Yeah,
If they want workshop Tai Chi, they've come to the wrong place.
right, you know, if you're going to sit back and think you're going to get an A when you put nothing in, hey, I'll take your money. I don't care. But no, actually, I want to be
No.
able to give to them because our reputations are always on the line. You know. Well, I guess that question must have been too hard for everybody.
Wow.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Time's up now.
Does that mean you win? If nobody gets it, does that mean you win?
Yeah, I won. Yeah. Look at this. A lot of good news coming to you.
Good, I could use that.
A lot of good news. Financial help is on the way. I'm getting the
Oh, I like that.
Here it comes.
I
Here
remember
it
that
comes.
commercial, too.
Who's that? Stu? Well, I can't say because it could be another question later.
Yeah, that was a show. Yes, I know which I can't.
Money
okay.
belts. Okay. I also will tell you that is your car fairly new?
No,
Okay, because you need a new one.
I know.
Because you're going to be going down the highway and your tire's going to come on.
Oh, don't say that.
You might want to have your tire tightened up or checked
Yes,
out.
I've been telling
Yeah.
everybody to check my vehicle,
Yeah.
and everybody's
Your
ignoring
husband,
me.
Is your husband mechanically inclined?
He is, but he's also he's working a new job, and it's pretty stressful for him. But I will.
That job
I
is
will,
going to work out for him.
I will tell him that
Okay.
he'll be happy.
Yeah, he's going to find the good parts of it because he's going to end up making pretty good money.
Good.
Okay.
Good. He'll be happy.
It's
with
slow right now, but there again, when you're very supportive of what he does,
Mhm.
okay. You're the dog?
it. No, my sister has one.
Okay. Who's the one that gets into the garbage and leaves it all over the house? Did you have a dog like that at one time?
Actually, that's my daughter's dog. Her
Oh.
first dog. She just
You have a
stayed
dog
with me.
like that.
She just stayed with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you come in, you sputter, and that damn dog, when you clean it up, and the dog looks so innocent.
Oh, she has done many of those over
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. She's cute though. She's so cute. You can't.
She gives you the eyes, and you're like, oh, never mind.
yeah. Well, you left it there, I also will tell
That's
you, you're
it.
going to be going to a wake, because there's some lady that's about 40 to 45 years old that you may know that has cancer. And she's not going to go and have the chemical treatments, because if the chemical treatment will kill her quicker than the other. You will not, she doesn't address it that she's sick. She's one of these people that carries her pain very well, and it's someone that doesn't live too far from you. You're very well known, aren't you?
I don't know.
Once
yes,
you
I
put
am.
that red line in there, honey, they know
Yeah.
you were on the
I guess I do
But-
have a little following, I guess. But
You do. You do. You're going to become a lot more known. And when Charles writes his book, there he's going to become even more, or his calendar. I'm looking forward to that calendar. However, you've got to put some kind of proceeding to some kind of a charity that you love.
Okay.
Okay.
actually, I'm going to be doing a little one too. I think I'm going to put a little booklet together, and it's my thoughts on the Tai Chi.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Our friend Kathy Samuelson made a nice booklet, didn't she?
She has some good books, yeah.
Yeah,
I have yeah.
Catherine, yeah. Oh, she informed me. I'm not Kate. I am Catherine.
She
I
is?
love her
Well,
dearly. I
she's
really
Catherine.
do. And she does a spiritual handwriting. And your book is going to be a great success, by the way.
Thank you.
And, but it's your own book, not with somebody else.
No, this is just my book.
Okay. That's
Well,
where it's
except
gonna
my
be.
illustrator, who's now told me he won't be ready till April 5th.
But when you get ready, we'll have you come on the show and promote
Yeah,
it.
I am very excited about it. It's a
She has another book that she's written, and I let people know that was the best article in that whole book. Not the actual, I also will tell you that you're going to some kind of convention up in Maine, that you're going to be one of the guest speakers. And financially, it'll be worth your while.
That sounds lovely.
You've got to have more confidence at what you're talking about.
I usually do. I don't think I lack.
I don't think confidence is the problem. I think it's just
I'm
getting thrown in the
Yeah.
spotlight when you're not
yeah, like
expecting
I
it.
don't
Yeah.
perceive. I know that I have certain
Right.
gifts. I
That's
have a
And
gift
don't
with
be afraid
words,
to
and
use
you
them
know,
all.
but I don't. I guess I look at everybody like everybody has their thing, and
Yeah.
I'm not really any more special than anybody else, except
But
I
you
just
are.
get up and do it.
But you are.
I don't
Okay.
really-
When I do stage presence, when I go on stage, oh, my stomach will burn and churn when you got the audience out there. Well, once I get it going, then I'm okay. Are you nervous when you do live shows?
Not usually.
Oh, I am. Oh, what if they don't want it like you want? Then once you get out there, then you know what you're doing. I actually see either your husband or you winning one of those sweepstakes.
Oh, he would be thrilled. He plays them. Yeah.
I'm looking at
lottery.
around $10,000.
Oh, sweet.
Remember, the state's going to take their share.
Yeah.
The
That's
government's going to take their share, but for $2, you can't complain.
That's right.
Who owns the truck?
My brother.
Okay. He's got to be careful of the driving. Okay. He gets too cocky behind that truck. He's got to really be.
See
He's
that?
really got to get in it, because if he has an accident, it will be his fault. Okay. You get along okay with him?
Oh yeah.
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 He doesn't understand what you're doing, but he respects what you're doing.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
We all have our own thing in
Yeah,
our own
and
way. The
that's a
whole
cool
family's
thing.
like that. Yeah.
Who's the reader
Reader?
in your family? Spiritual reader besides you.
My sister can do it. And
She can be very good when she's ready.
I'm sure she could be.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
I also will tell you that you're going to be around till you're like 110 years old. And you're going to be teaching what you're teaching now.
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, say hi to Kate for me, for yourself, because I got to remind you. When you let her know you're here, just say hi to Kate.
Oh, sit right now?
Yeah.
Hi, Kate. I'm here.
Do you know Kate?
Only on Facebook, Kate, but I'm here too. Love you.
She just got a new job, and she's very
Yes,
happy
I
with it,
know. I have got to get talking to her. It's hard to get
You
a
need
hold
to
of her.
drink a lot more water.
Yes, I do. I know that.
I actually see if you don't orange cranberry pills or cranberry juice, you're going to have a lot of meal problems. You don't. I don't see with cancer at all, okay? I also will tell you that the relationship that you have with your children is incredible. You have a son-in-law?
Yes,
Okay, he's a pretty good guy.
he is a good guy.
He treats your daughter like a princess.
Yeah, they're very good.
But
together.
she controls. She's like her mother.
she's the whip woman.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you've been through a lot of financial crisis, but see how these two are running together will put over this. And that they're financial the next 2 months or 2 years, you're going to see a lot more increased financially. And when your husband gets to learn to like the job and to understand, it's still fairly new for him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll be much happier with it. That's a little more money for him, okay? He's a very hard worker,
He is.
okay? Does he do major labor work or brain work?
It is mostly labor, but he does have a unique way of thinking that will help.
He like a house builder or something like that, or
No, right now he's working for the Navy Yard, Portsmouth Navy Yard.
oh, that's a good job. That's okay.
Yeah.
And I see a big contract coming in there, so the Navy Yard's going to be open for a long time. you
Yeah,
know.
absolutely.
He's sad about the opposition.
It's just he hasn't done anything like that for. He's having to go through the apprenticeship, which is schooling,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's never taken the math that they're making him do. So he's
But it's
freaking
going to
out
be
a
pretty
little
natural
bit.
to him.
He is. He doesn't.
And
He's
there again, isn't that interesting? We were talking about him. See, here he
Yeah.
is. That's here. I just don't want him to quit and give up on it.
well. That's what I've been trying to
Yeah.
smooth him
Tell him
along.
it's going to do a lot.
He doesn't
That's
have confidence
That's a
in
good
himself.
career for him, a good career. The Spirit sent him there.
Yeah.
And the money is pretty decent.
It will
Okay.
be. Yeah.
And I actually see you working there part-time.
I don't really want to do that. I don't
You
see
might
that.
do in the medical department they have there or whatever.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. And what I will also tell you is that financially you guys are going to do okay. Is there a house not too far from you? Or do you have a wooden shed?
We have one that's next to the house. Yeah.
Okay. I'm very concerned about a combustion blow-up.
Let's take a look at it.
Okay.
God knows what he's got out there.
Yeah, okay, because I can see your house is going to be, yourself will be okay. Unless there's another house are you not too far from?
Well, we're not too far from neighbors. There's, on both sides is like a driveway, pretty
Right.
much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bigger driveway
Right.
than maybe you've seen some.
Yeah.
It's
Is there a
town.
house that needs painting?
The barn that I'm talking about,
Okay.
or garage.
You might
or
want to
whatever.
clear that out so that you don't have a fire. Make sure that, if you put it back in. Because all I'm looking at is
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll check
and I
it
can
out.
also say, in that one respect, I can also say, I'm usually 100% accurate on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I had a lady, I don't know if you ever met her, Donna Stillwell. She's with the Animal Rescue League. Okay. And I kept going by her house. I kept seeing the smoke coming out the window, coming out the window. I went over there and they looked and they found like 4 bare wires,
Wow.
so that's where you like to know you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm going back to this lady that I see that has cancer. It's coming up through here. It's started here, but it's coming up through here. It's going to go very rapidly. And the sad part is she has no money to bury her. And so you're going to have to get her. And you're very dogmatic about helping people. Okay. You're either going to do a fund drive, like what do you call it, GoFundMe, or have
Yep.
some kind of a fund drive to help the family with the burial.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's really alienated herself from her own family. So I hate to put it that way. But she's lost everything in the house that she lives in. They will sell it, but they won't help her. You already know who she is.
Well, yeah, she's not attached to me per se, but
No.
that actually was talked about at my work today. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stop giving away so many freebies. Make them give you something in return. That's like what I used to do. And you taught me that. I got to thank
I
you for that.
did.
You know.
You were giving away way too
Oh,
much.
way
People
too
weren't
much.
appreciating.
Now I'm having meatloaf. I have to learn that. You know, I'm more of a vegetarian, but you know what? You're grateful until you learn to accept it. And she's a little. When she came in, this is the exciting part. She came into my office. Her arm was like this. Okay, so I started with the energy. We started working slowly. I also let her know that I'm not a medical trained person because I think you have to do that.
Yeah.
Then I started going here. And I started going there with the energy. And then she started moving it on, and we started holding it out so we could do more work on it and like that. Okay. And started doing stuff like that with it. And then she came back, and I gave her a second treatment, and she said she has felt so much better. Am I a miracle worker? Absolutely not. Am I a tool that a divine spirit given to us? And that's what you are.
Yep.
And that's what you are. By the way, you're going to be teaching
are.
a lot more Reiki classes.
Cool.
I mean, when I say a lot more.
Good.
You
I
know,
love to teach Reiki.
you know, and it's amazing that how we both, how we have our own unique way of teaching or our own way of using tools to heal people with. And we're not the healers, we're the tool, we're the instruments, okay?
Right.
Well, we're going to be closing up here. I want to thank you for coming on. And Lori, I am truly
Thank you for
saddened, but
having
I'm
me.
also rejoicing for you. Don't let
Thank
me
you.
know, because
I'll miss you, big guy.
oh yeah, and I'll miss you too. But we also know that sometimes we have to make that journey change.
Sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah. And I don't want you to be sick anymore.
No, I don't want to be sick anymore either. I'm done with
Look at
that.
that, you got her trained already. All right.
That's just COCD in me.
Do me a favor going home.
That's why I
Who's
started
driving?
doing it.
Yeah. Who's driving?
I am.
You know what
Always
speed
with
limits
me.
are, right?
Was that?
You know what speed limits are?
Suggestions.
I do.
Pretty good.
Please obey
I
them.
do know what they are.
They're suggestions.
Doesn't mean I'm.
Yeah, just a suggestion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the police are out. It's the end of the month.
Yeah.
And they,
And they got to meet that quarter.
you got it. So,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to an end. I wish to thank everybody who was watching, and from that was formerly known as Norm, Lori, and Friends. It's now called Norm's Community Corner. And as you know, Lori is going on to a new ventures, a new life, and wish her well a lot of success.
yes.
And I hope that won't keep you away from coming on again. Okay? You know, because she had Lori. No one will, and I want people to make this perfectly clear. And she's not looking to have somebody to will ever fulfill her shoes. She has her own unique way of keeping me in line, right?
Nah.
You know,
Hey.
and you know, she
I
is
just talk
in
to you like you're a person. That's
right,
all.
you know. And I will also be aware, folks, this is not a political show, nor do I ever intend it to be. You know, you taught me how to do that too. If you want to say something nice, if you want to be polite with someone, if you have a, back up what you're saying, okay? And remember, every day, thank you, Paula and Charles, Riverman. Now, wow, man, coming on. Thank you both for
Been there,
coming
done
on.
that.
Thank you for having us.
Okay? And may your journey be safe.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'll look on to see you. Like I said, you're going to become a co-host.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye-bye now.
Salvation Army band played, and the children drank lemonade, and the morning lasted all day, all day. And through an open window came, like Sinatra in a younger day, pushing the town away. He said in winter 1963, it felt like the world would freeze, with John F. Kennedy and the Beatles. Life in a No, he never would wave goodbye. You can see it written in his eyes as the train rolled out of sight. Bye.